Hey guys, Nina Soul with Spiritual Vibes. I'm doing another video tonight about, because I had seen a couple videos about the witchy community being broken, and I just felt like I, had a couple things to say about the topic, or well, the videos that I seen today were from, there was one with Jessi Lynn and another one by Ladygravedancer. So, yeah, I just kind of wanted to, like, make a video just expressing how I feel and things like that. I kind of missed out on everything because I'm just, like, I'm new to YouTube right now and new to, like, the witchy community, things like that. I'm, like, still kind of introducing myself still. Yeah, so I was saying, like, I feel like right now is probably the best time for me to kind of like really join in and things like that, just because from what I watched and what I seen, I just feel like right now is like, right now there's like a lot of positive energy that's needed, because I feel like some of the things that have been going on have just, they've just been negative from, the things that were being talked about and stuff like that, as far as like there being like arguments and things like that on, I don't know, I guess two people saw like two different opinions or something. Well, everyone has their own opinion and not everybody's gonna agree with it, I guess it's just for us to like, don't lose your witchiness when things like that happen. When you get into an argument with another witch, like, keep in mind that every path is different. Your path's not the same as the other witch's path, or whatever, like, maybe she feels that she wants to share her spells and she wants to share her altar and, take pictures of her altar and share her altar on YouTube or whatever. I mean, whatever it is that somebody decides, that's on them. Like, if you don't agree with it, ain't nobody, like, telling you, oh, you gotta do the same thing. Like, just don't do it. Like, just, if you feel like you don't want to share your spells or whatever, then don't share them, Like, why talk shit to somebody else because they're wanting to share their own stuff? Like, I mean, what's wrong with sharing? Like, that's actually a good thing, because there is plenty of witches out there that they're still new and they're still finding their path and they're still discovering themselves. And by sharing things, by sharing spells, or by sharing, how to make things like your own oils, your own candles, things like that. Like, videos that I've seen of witches making, their own crafts, like their own tools, their own things. Like, those videos are really nice because, like, there's witches out there that wanna, they're interested in learning more, and like making your own tools and things like that. Some witches out there can't afford to buy tools. They can't afford to buy, the things that they want to use, and, things for their altars, things like that. But when you guys are on here showing videos of how to make these things, it's so inspiring, and that's what we need to do for each other. We need to inspire each other. They make you want to make things. Like, they make you want to do stuff. They make you want to learn more spells. They make you want to, make little goddess statues, or make things, make your own incense, make your own oils, like, they inspire witches out there to want to do things. What's wrong with sharing that? Like, that's a good thing, if anything. Well, I feel like right now, like I said, I feel like right now, the only thing that can really fix whatever it is that's going on, or whatever damage has been done within the community, the only way that those things can be fixed is by peace, love, and positive energy. Like, those are all things that we have within us, and if we all put some more of that into it, like that will heal whatever it was that was damaged. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we know these things. We do these things. We do these things when we're doing spells. We do these things in ritual. We know that we have this magic within ourselves, and what we all need to do to heal that is to all come together. And this is like the best time to like for bonding, for unity, for, you know, for being together. Like, this is the best time. The best times are when things are trying to become broken, when people are trying to break the community up, and instead of breaking, they become stronger, they become tighter, they become more together. Like, this is the best time. This is the best time. So I know that you know, like, I know it's sad for, you know, for people to be arguing and bickering over things that probably are not that important, but this, just like, instead of feeling sad for the community, instead of feeling bad for it, or, you know, anything like that, like, it's okay to have those emotions, because you're supposed to. You're supposed to. That just means you have passion. So, but what you could do, instead of feeling all these things, do something about it. Put more positive energy into it. Put more love into the community. Put, you know, like, one person can make so much of a difference. So I just feel like, you know, each person that's been hurt by whatever it was that happened, or broken by whatever it was that was said, or anything like that, the best way for that to heal is by all of us coming together and coming out stronger. You know, like, if things don't break you, it just makes you stronger. You know what I mean? Even if things do break you, you can still put yourself back together and be stronger than you were before you were broken, and this time be more aware so that you don't break again. Let's see, so I kind of made a little bit of a list of like different things that I wanted to kind of talk about or throw in this video, just different opinions of mine. Let's see. Oh, be cautious. Like, be cautious with things that you tell other people, like, especially when you really don't know them. Like, for instance, I'm just barely getting myself out there to you guys. Like, you guys don't really know me. I don't really know you guys personally, but I've watched a lot of your videos, and I've subscribed to a lot of you before I even started making my own videos. And I can say that the witchy community has inspired me to start making videos. This is how much you guys inspire other people. Like, by just making videos and by just talking and like sharing your knowledge, and this is what I want to do too. I want to share my knowledge with everybody else, you know. And so, but like I was saying, just be cautious, like, with how you say things, with who you talk about. Just be cautious. Like, really think about things before you say them, because when things happen and when there's drama, your first reaction is never your right reaction. Like, your first reaction is you're going to want to act out of anger. You're going to want to talk shit back. You're going to want to name call. You're going to want to put that other person down because they made you feel down. Like, just be cautious, because none of that is good for you. Not just for the other person, but it's not good for you. It's not healthy. It's not, like, you could put so much good intention out there. Why put out more bad intention? Why put out negative energy when you could fill a room with positive energy? Why would you want to put negative energy out there? Like, I just think that anybody who fed into it, who fed into like two people going at each other, like, that is just, is wrong. Like, if you wanted entertainment, go and put the TV on. Go watch, you know, I don't know, whatever the hell, Maury or something. I don't know, go watch Cheaters. You want to watch people go at it, go watch TV. Like, get your entertainment on that. Like, those are people that want to be on TV and want to have shows because they want to entertain people. We're not here to entertain people. We're here to educate each other, to share knowledge, to know other witches, to know that there's more of us out there. Like, that's a wonderful thing. And, you know, people can turn something so wonderful into something bad, like, really easy. And why do that? Like, this is a good thing, you know? It's a really good thing. Okay, so be cautious, you know, just be cautious. Like, even with texting or with messaging, things like that, when you don't really know somebody's personality, like, you don't know if what they're saying, they're joking when they're saying it, or they're laughing when they say it, or they're saying it with love, or they're saying it with kindness, or they're saying it with, you know, just trying to talk shit. Like, you don't know, if you don't really know that person, then, you know, don't right away jump to conclusions like, oh, she's talking mess, or, oh, she's saying this and that, like, you know, in a bad way. She could have been giving you a compliment, and, you know, like, you not knowing her, you all of a sudden thought she was talking shit. Like, it could happen so easily. So just be cautious, you know what I mean? Just be cautious, because that's the best thing. Or what you put out there, just by adding on to an argument or taking sides in an argument that has nothing to do with you, that you know, it has nothing to do with you, and you like taking sides or feeding into that energy, you already know whatever you put out there is going to come back to you. So if you're trying to bring somebody else down, you should already know. Like, us as witches, like, you should already be cautious. Like, do I really want to do that? Because that's what's going to come back to me. You know what I mean? Like, think about things like that before you go and take sides in an argument that you have no place being in. Or just the energy that you put out there about other people. Like, just keep that in mind, that whatever you put out there, it comes back. Maybe that might save some of the negative energy being sent out, you know? Think like that, like, you know? Oh, don't take sides. Like, don't take sides. If there's, like, an argument and you know both people, like, there's always his side, your side, her side, and then there's the right, like, the right side, like, ultimately, you know, who's really right in it. Like, everybody's gonna want to make themselves sound good or look good by saying, you know, oh yeah, well, maybe I did say this, but she said this and that, and that's why I said that. You could have easily just not said nothing. I mean, but then again, like, that's probably one of the hardest things that you could do, but at the same time, the right thing to do is not always the easiest thing to do. Sometimes you just need to be quiet and just let it pass. Just, you know, why work yourself up about something that you might not even know who that person is personally? Like, people are gonna talk shit. They're going to, like, regardless. They could either hate you for your path, they could hate you for your beliefs, they could hate you for a lot of things. But if you weren't on this path, and if you weren't on this path, and if you weren't a witch, like, I guarantee that whoever it was that was hating you for being a witch is gonna find another reason to hate you. Some people just don't like you just because they don't. Maybe they see something in you that they know they have in themselves, and they hate that part of them, so they choose to hate you too. You never know. I mean, people don't really need reasons. Sometimes people don't even have a really good reason.